Hello, hope all is well. So, past me decided it would be a really funny prank to just immediately declare war and leave the save file. Luckily, this time it was just a war against Somalia so I can reclaim the Ethiopian cause. I do remember that I shafted myself by leaving all of my other armies, however, in and around my normal lands because I decided I need more manpower. I've also been asking my subject of Roman Avocdaddy to be claiming, but they have done little to no such thing. Little. Not no, just little. I'm also waiting for Spanish rescue the provinces here to finish so that I can pass them over to House of Mouse. Yeah. Don't think there's much more I need to add there. Let's get to it. My question is, why did I decide to start the war? You thought I could bring my... Oh, I think I left them there because of the supply limit. Yeah, it must have been because of the supply limit, honestly. I was wondering why I would just leave my troops halfway up the country instead of bring them all the way down. But I think I worked it out. Medina in this war, huh? Interesting. Right, can't you just go deal with Medina? I think you win handily. That's one of them I'd win situations. My money's been chopping around everywhere from positive 10 to minus 100 recently, so I have a plan to fix it. It's called have a breather and focus on money, and then build loads of plantations. What they called workshop? No, manufactories. That's the one. I will be fixing the income for sure. It needs to be quite a bit higher at this stage. Considering I've in the past managed to reach economic hegemony by 1600, I mean that was with custom nations and such, but still, I should be at about 250, 300 by now, I would say. So I'm about 50 ducats off. In my estimations. But it's okay, I will get there. I'm just gonna win these wars, push through, and get super big. I have good Republican tradition, however, so I can push back against the lack of technology. Hasn't Darren decided to join the coalition too? Wonderful. So next idea is at Tech 18. I think I played around with the idea of going for something like economic ideas next. Because then I get discipline from quality economic. I'll get decent income, it will help with my interest per annum. Then, what else? There was another idea I think I liked. Artillery combat ability, so from economic you get good quality and offensive. And my artillery are going to be hitting numbers soon enough. So I think that would be a decent idea. Let's stop drilling and let's go and deal with this in Kofa separatists actually. My manpower situation is looking far better. I think I was up to about 40,000 men in the hole. after the QQ war. So that's good. I have a 10-year truce with Karakhanlu. If I happen to want to fight them again, then I've got some time. Of course, my coalition still extends to basically all of Europe. I know I could sort of do a fight, but honestly, the Commonwealth are actually pretty big now. I need to wait until I'm slightly stronger, I guess. Yeah, I could merc up, etc., but I like to see France are no longer a great power. That's great news. FARS are in the top 8. You know, it's a bad situation for France when FARS are in the top 8 and France fell out. Take Korhadia, which is this one here. Well, Ethiopia can go on the siege mission for down here now. Well, one person's left the coalition. I don't know why. I'd consider that to be foolhardy, but oh well. Mecklenburg has left the coalition. So it's the first important nation that's left the coalition now. I'm just looking for that other nation that left. Because their colour's very similar to Spanish Mexico. Yeah, here we go. So it's them. But I don't actually border them anymore. Courtesy of Hassanai. I might have to bring down my army here. My second one. Just to make sure that things don't go fully awry. So yeah, I'm liking the idea of going economic more and more now. So I think that'll be my next idea group. Also, it's an idea I haven't really played around with since the changes. I've used it a few times, but not to any great extent. I know I should realistically be going for trade, but honestly, I feel like with my country as it currently is, economic actually would do more for me with the production. I need to shimmy around my trade, sure, but yeah, it might just be you say economic trade, then another military group, such as quantity. So I'm thinking economic trade, either quantity or defensive, depending on what happens at the time. Defensive is quite nice in that it has a regiment manpower usage reduction, which essentially means that although it's not manpower gain outward, it's manpower gain. It's like a manpower loss reduction, which means that it's still a gain in manpower during war. I think would be a correct way to describe it. Okay, my second stack's coming in now. Funge, can you get out of this war, please? You're not doing much for me here. Sure, I'll take 4 ducats for 3 war score. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's still money, I guess. Taking hurrah. That's right, and their capital's in Mogadishu. So if I just go take Mogadishu, They should be far more inclined to want to piece me out. Pick 17. Right, so now I'm 17 across the board, which is good. I know my innovativeness isn't particularly great, but quite honestly, this hasn't been a campaign where I've been focused on innovativeness. Yeah, I'll fight you in the Highlands, sure. With my 4-6 general, who will most likely annihilate. Ouch. Eliminated a 22k stack. Fought a stack wipe while losing 2k troops. I know I've been drilling with this army. That's still kind of overkill? Would it be accurate to describe it as overkill? All I know is that my subjects are pushing back against the tide, so the other belligerents can be knocked out of the war, and I can focus on getting full peace as required from Somalia, which is exactly what I want. I could either go take them out, or I can siege down Werder. I'm gonna go for the army here. And they've got a 5-4 with this stack. This is going to be a more interesting battle, theoretically. I also have the exact same maneuver as them. So in order for me to be able to catch them, I'm going to have to be cleverer with my province choices with movement. Example, that was a pretty bad choice to come this way. I thought they were going to head down to, say, Assad or something. But they've surprised me by going nowhere near that direction. Okay, I'll catch them here in this province. Slightly more interesting fight, but still pretty big. Look at the numbers difference. 18 to 654. That's pretty big. Medina can be out of the war. Thank you. So now the war is just Somalia and Mara. Mara doesn't contribute that much in terms of war score, they're pretty small. So, from Somalia, I will ask for all of the cores to be returned thusly. And I'm just going to take some money, I think. Short war. Yeah. Short war, keep it simple. Earn some money, get back Ethiopia's lands. I think that's all their cores back, yep. So now they can just make claims. And I can feed them. So. To remind myself, I restore the Roman Empire. I am 160 provinces, 163 provinces to be precise right now, away from Roman Empire. For the Mara Nostrum achievement, I do also need to own all of the, well, I own most of the Mediterranean right now, but I also need to own the Black Sea around here. So I'm going to need to cut through, which will be doable at a later time, I guess. So I'm going to need to, other than say wars in the New World, I'm going to call it here for now until more people leave my coalition. So we've got Venetian separatists. Delusion separatists, QQ separatists, Armenian separatists. Most of them are on the eastern side. Logically, just because of when I've been making my wars. So it makes perfect sense. So they've been claiming up Itza, but nothing else. Also, the coalition's against Spain, not against Spanish Roman Abracadabra. God, I made that name so difficult to pronounce just because of my stupid mistype. I could have just written it properly, but no. So, declare war on Itza. Go! You have the manpower. Well, you have the technological advantage and the men advantage. So, that should be an easy war for you. I can't afford to give them any of my manpower though. As mentioned, I will swap to admin focus. Toulousian separatists. How many troops am I left with? 16,000. So that will added, what, 6,000 extra manpower loss? 7,000-ish? Delta? Not too much of a problem, honestly. Also, although these troops have very little morale, they've got big amount of drill. Like, almost max. I have full confidence. Yeah, there are also double the numbers. And that was the bad stack. 12-13. That stack needs to become a, well, 30-15 stack preferably. When I say 30-15, of course I mean 30-0-15. I'm just not taking any cavalry this campaign now. I don't need the cavalry as it currently stands. It does not offer me anything. I'm also under my gov cap. That's unheard of. So I'm still way ahead on my admin tech, right? Yeah. So let's start doing as they suggest and stating France. That will help with income. The sentence of reformation should be gone, so my nation should be naturally converting itself. Oh, it's because I don't have the admin. I was wondering why I wasn't having to pay the goring cost, but I do have to pay it. It's just that I can't afford any of it, so it won't show it. That's okay. These guys can go back to drilling. So that's more of my land statified, which will help my income. Sure, it's still not a positive balance, but it's damn well closer to it. Also, part of my problem is reinforcements are 9.1 right now. I will fix the... I will fix the mercenary cost thing by removing my mercs when I have the opportunity. House of Mouse. You can take Grand Province. Escambray. Then once Canamar's finished, you can take that too. I've got a Republican tradition to spare. Then let's work on... Yikes, there's not a lot of good manufactories left, is there? There's one for paper there, but I need to dev the province. Make it worthwhile. So, while I'm in a state of recovery, let's remove this discipline and morale. Go for some production efficiency. And I don't need to deal with the autonomy anymore. My royal exhaustion is none. Let's take... I don't need to worry too much about missionary strength right now. Prestige could be a problem. Psych. Let's take unrest until I go to declare the next war. And even with maintaining all my forts, I'll be in a positive balance soon enough. Okay, so the only reason why Venice is gonna revolt is because of the missionary right now. So my absolutism is currently -5. Well, my maximum, I should say. So when I can revoke these, I will. Aid against Huron. My guy, I'm not fussed. I'll do it to help you. That's it. Let's go dip power here. I can use that to improve... What province is it? Not limousine. At 5th. Hold on. ATF. I mean, this province is going to be, or is in, a trade company. But, oh well, let's, I know, I should be doing the button, but I'm not. There we go. And then I'll buy the manufactory for that now, because that's going to be worth it. I'm sure. $17.62. What I will probably do is I'll double check through my... Right. So, now that I've integrated Burgundy, this land is actually all going to be free to an extent. So I can just do this. This one. And this one. And this one. That will do for now. I can add Burgundy's old lands into the thing for completely free. I've probably gone slightly over my Gav cap now. Ha! Slightly. Oh well. I'll fix it by, oh wait, as usual, I won't fix it. It's okay. I'm earning lots of money now. It's all good. We're there. Ottomans are no longer a valid rival for me. Why? Because I've started to statefy more stuff. That's all it took. So anyway, my manpower is now 1,000 a month. Not the most amazing figure in the world, but you know what? I had to get there at some point. Let's... Now that I've statified my provinces in here, I can now get slightly better manufactories, which is good. Still haven't actually statified France yet. So while not a lot is happening, I think I'll call a preemptive end to the episode, and we'll deal with this next time. So catch you soon.